First referee, Mr. Herbert Matematico, Asian International Referee. Second referee, Mr. Patrick Alan Castillo, National Referee. Let's call on the starting lineup from our Farm Fresh Foxies. Let's begin with our team captain. She wears jersey number 7, Lou Romero. At number 4, Kate Noriel Santiago. Wearing jersey number 8, Riza Cruz. At number 12, Trisha Gail Tubu. Number 14, Joanne Narik. And number 15, Sofia Daniela Ildefonso. Starting libero, number 2, Kay Jeline Lazo. And sitting in as head coach, Mr. J. Chua. Calling on our Cignal HD Spikers. Team captain with jersey number 7, Frances Cinia Molina. At number 2, Rosalind Doria. Wearing jersey number 5, Vanessa Gandler. At number 8, Jovelyn Gonzaga. Number 18, Marivic Velaine Meneses. And number 22, Maria Angelica Cayuna. Starting libero is number 21, Angela Munag. And head coach, Mr. Cesael Shaq de los Santos. This match is under the supervision and regulation of the Games and Amusements Board. Match number 26.
We have the starters for the Farm Fresh Foxies. It's Pia Ildefonso with Trisha Tubu, Riza Cruz, Joan Narit, Luis Romero, Kate Santiago, and Kay Lazo, wearing orange and black for today. And then for the Cignal HD Spikers, we have Jovelyn Gonzaga with Rose Doria, Vanny Gandler, Ces Molina, Ria Meneses, Jel Cayuna, and Jelay Nunag. Those are your starters. Start a new way to watch the PVL via the Pilipinas Live app for Filipinos everywhere, all around the world. Download and subscribe now for 149 pesos only. Thank you for joining us. As Luis Romero serves, this is Mix Gomez alongside Noreen Go and Sam Corrales, coming to you live from the Field Sports Arena in Pasig City. A mistake on the push by Kate Santiago.
Well, you know, coming into this game, we have to mention again, for Cignal, their standing is 2-2, 2 wins and 2 losses. So they're number 8. We mentioned that in the pregame. Well, Farm Fresh Foxies number 12. Okay. But both teams still have chances. Still have a chance to actually make it to the Final Four. So today's win is going to be crucial.
There's another error coming from the Farm Fresh Foxies. It's Trisha Tubu who made that. They're coming in with a record of 0-5, having lost in straight sets to Cherry Tigo, Chocomucho, and PLDT. But they have been showing light in their past couple of appearances, winning a set against Akari and a set as well against Creamline. On the other end, it's 2-2, as you mentioned, for the Cignal HD Spikers. They're coming off of a victory against the Akari Chargers in 4 sets. Ces Molina off of the blockers.
Yep. Fast start, strong start for Cignal, but we have to mention they're at 3 because 2 errors from the Farm Fresh Foxies. So obviously, at the start of this set, that's what they need to check.
Yes.
I'm talking about Farm Fresh, their errors.
Here's Jel Cayuna serving for Cignal HD. Straight to Pia Ildefonso, and that's an easy one for Ces Molina.
Yeah. Overpass, and you have a Ces Molina. Look at the front line of Cignal. Ces Molina, Gonzaga, Doria. You don't want to be giving overpasses. These are free points.
I actually want to get your thoughts about Jovelyn Gonzaga starting for Coach Shaq.
But we know that ever since she joined Cignal, she's always a starter. But because of, you know, certain reasons, you know, out of court reasons, so she had to slowly blend once again, get back into the game. And now, this is a good sign actually for Cignal. You have Jovelyn Gonzaga as your starter.
Oh, she did go under the weather for a couple of games, though, because of that multiple commitments of hers. You did mention her commitment to the Army. She was a champion in the AFP Olympics, which she would gladly take. As this was a miscommunication error naman from Cignal HD.
Very uncharacteristic for this team. But Jove Gonzaga actually apologized to Coach Shaq.
Nice net defense by Cignal. Tubu, not much power there. Joust, it's won by Doria.
I enjoyed that joust because you see two tall players, Narit and Doria at the net. And yeah, Doria gets that point, but that's good example of what a joust is. Sometimes people are saying, what's a joust?
Yeah.
Even if we say it, that one. A joust at the net where the two hands meet and the ball, they challenge the ball.
And they seem to have the same height, no?
Yeah.
Narit and Doria. So that's a good matchup. As now, there's a point for Farm Fresh off of an attack.
Well, Pia Ildefonso, obviously from the Ateneo program, didn't get to see much action. So for her fans, I know that the Ildefonsos have a lot of fans. At least now you're getting to see her play.
Yes.
See, like Vanny Gander, they can actually improve after college.
So it's not just basketball for the Ildefonsos. They have a volleyball player as well. As you get to see another point from the MVP, Ces Molina, this time from the back row.
Yeah. She's always an option for Cignal wherever she is in court.
We just want her to stay healthy, no?
Oh, yeah. All of them for that matter, no?
Trisha Tubu, tough dig by Ces Molina. And here's Jove Gonzaga. Ball deflected, kept alive by Farm Fresh. Ildefonso almost scored there. Romero to the quick. And no more save for Cignal HD.
Boy, this is also a tall, well, Tubu's going to the back, but that was a tall front line as well. You have Ildefonso.
That's right, with Riza.
Riza, yeah.
First ball, Angela Nunag. Here's Vanny Gandler.
Oh.
Nice angle.
I just want to say, Vanny Gander, when she played in a collegiate conference, a couple of years ago, I think she made her debut, and everyone was like, who's this player? She's so good. Then, sad that, she didn't really blossom in college, although she was good. But it's so good for her fans to see her, playing the way she's playing here in this conference.
Oh, I remember that hype as Gander tried to score again. Wasn't she a star in high school?
Yes.
In Jobel, right?
That's it.
And now we turn you over to Sam Corrales for a report about the Cignal HD Spikers.
I want to talk about Jove Gonzaga because she's only had 4 to 5 trainings with the team because of her duties with the AFP Olympics. Now, we've seen her come off the bench, and today, as you mentioned, she is starting for the Cignal HD Spikers. Now, the Bionic Ilongga told me that she's still working on adjustments with the setters in both duties. Now, on the right side, she told me that she only has good things to say about Jel Cayuna because she is a flexible setter. She reacts quickly, and so Jove is able to communicate plays very well. Now, Jove also told me it's a big thing that she's under Coach Chak here in the PVL because it's the same program that she's familiar with since her FEU days. Kaya naman, there's a lot of trust between athlete and coach. Back to you, Lorene and Migs.
And that absolutely makes the transition easier for Jovelyn Gonzaga. It's not only Jel Cayuna helping her case, but Coach Shaq as well.
I love the closing of Sam. Trust between player and coach.
Yes, of course.
It makes a lot of difference. That's on point.
It's now 6 serving 9 off of that point by, is that Diaz? Oh, sorry, Cruz. Riza Cruz. Yeah, I'm thinking about the different Riza. My apologies to Riza Cruz. Pia Ildefonso serves. A strong one at that. And here's Vanny Gandler. Straight to the back. Romero. Not the best of sets. Rare miscue there. Vanny Gandler. Ball kept alive. Louis. Open again. Kate Santiago will score.
And you did ask me, do you see some improvement with the Farm Fresh Foxies? You see it in the way they're playing, I mean, the addition, obviously, of Louis Romero, one of the better setters, in UAP, is a huge thing. But you can see, her impact with this team.
I actually want to ask you this. What do you think makes Louis Romero a special setter compared to every other setter that we have?
I think she's a thinking setter. And her, what do you call that? Her decision making, you know, in crucial moments. Sometimes a lot of setters they think, or very mechanical. See Louis Romero, at least based on my opinion, it's like she knows how to adjust easily.
Nice adjustment as well there by the other setter, Angel Cayuna. Well, we have seen a couple of 1-2s from her already in these past years.
Well, that's one thing Farm Fresh will learn. You have to study your opponents. You know Jel Cayuna, that's part of her arsenal. You have to be ready for that.
It's now 10 serving 8. Vanny Gandler with the honors. Ball inside, Romero puts it up. A chance ball now for Cignal HD. Here's Molina, rejected at the net.
Good read. Was that Louis Romero with that block?
Well, she had the look.
Let's look at it.
And
Oh, it was.
Louis. Kita mo naman ang happiness ng teammates niya, no? Para sa kanya.
10 points yan for Louis Romero.
9-10, Jess Molina with a quick answer on the other end.
And that's how good she is. Jess Molina, after she got blocked, obviously when she hit that, she didn't think it. She just went through the motion. When she got blocked, it's like it woke her up. I'm going to hit it faster.
And that's why she's number 7 in the league in scoring. Number 1 in Cignal HD. Meneses' serve went in. Santiago. That's a strong hit, but it went wide.
She tried to go down the line, obviously. Could not get it inside the corner. She needs just to adjust a bit.
That's 3 attack errors now for Farm Fresh in this game. 11, serving 10. Romero puts it up. Santiago with the tip. Ball kept alive. Cayuna. Back row, Ria Meneses. Do we get to see that a lot?
No. But you like it that they're adding that to the options.
I felt a bit awkward there to see a back row hit from Ria Meneses. Service out. Sorry, error for Farm Fresh that will lead us to the first technical timeout of this game as we get to see Coach Jerry Yee for the Fox. Experience a new way to feel the heart of volleyball. Watch every set, spike, dig, and block live in HD and on demand. Anytime, anywhere, and on any device via Pilipinas Live app. Download and register now. We do give shoutouts to the people inside the Phil Sports Arena enjoying their volleyball action for our PVL Saturday. There you see Coach Jerry Yee, who obviously has a busy schedule for himself, but we are happy to have him in the PVL. This is a young squad. Farm Fresh, he did mention it's gonna take some time for them to keep on adjusting here in the PVL, but of course their ceiling is way up high.
Yeah. But, we mentioned the player movements. I mean, it's hard for a team to really find or discover their identity if the players keep moving, So, unlike you see Cignal, you have a core, right? Creamline. There's a core that you can work with. This one, Louis Romero's new, right? Ildefonso is new as well, so they're trying. But I like what Coach Jerry is doing because although they have yet to win, they're looking, like a cohesive unit.
Yes. Again, they won a set versus Akari and Creamline, respectively. But speaking of course, this is actually a core with a lot of Adamson players, so they should have a good amount of chemistry already. Romero will go to the quick, and Joan Narit almost scored.
Good dig by Nunag. Oh!
An attack. Yeah, it met the corner for Ces Molina.
It's like Ces Molina telling Nunag, good job. I will give you this, a point for the team because of hard work.
Is there something with the attacks of Ces Molina? Mabilis po siyang umatake in general.
Oh, she's very athletic. She's tall, but she can jump. But yeah, she's very quick.
So that also mean that the sets have to be faster for her?
You know what I like about Molina? She adjusts. Sometimes you think it's low, but she gets to hit it still. She really adjusts. She doesn't choose. That's why she's good, because she doesn't choose the sets.
Well, another person who is good is Jovelyn Gonzaga. This is her angle from the opposite. Down the line.
Her fans will say, she's not good, she's great.
She's great. That's the better statement right there. It's 15 serving 10 in set number 1. Jel Cayuna sends it in. Romero. The set was a bit tough for her as she was about to go down to the floor. But then again, sanay na rin naman yung mga yan, no? They have a timeout.
Relax ako siya na tayo nagmamadali. Ha? Tapos mo konti sa paper. Sige lang, sa mo kaya. Wala ba? Ano na ka, no? Ano na daw? Layo na siya, doon ako. Layo tapak na ako. Ready ka? Hey, 1, 2, 3, halfway lang.
Watch men's volleyball action this 2023 as the Spikers Turf Invitational Conference gets going every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday on One Sports Plus, and Pilipinas Live. Spikers Turf, where power meets passion. And I hope everybody knows, as Trisha Tubu scores on that point to the baseline, I hope everybody knows that the Spikers Turf features 24 teams.
Yeah. 2014. Shout out to Mr. Sinjin Reyes.
Oh, yes.
Where power meets passion.
Yes. Ces Molina, nice hit there.
No, you were talking about Ces Molina. What's nice is every position. No? She can hit from the middle, right? The combination play, she can hit from the opposite, from the outside. So, very versatile player.
Ces Molina is already up to 6 points off of 6 attacks in this game.
What a serve.
Tough receive there for Farm Fresh. Ball up by Cignal HD. Jovelyn Gonzaga. That's tic-tac-toe for you.
You know, I feel Cignal is playing it smart. You see, they're not going a lot to the middles. They're using the wing hitters, obviously trying to spread out the blockers. You see, they've been going more to the wing hitters.
But the wing hitters are attacking from different angles.
Different angles, yes.
There's a Tubu. Met at the net. Ball up by Job.
Good save.
And Molina still was able to hit it, but her attack was low.
Yeah. Well, that bump set was actually really low.
You did say nakakapag-adjust naman si Ces, but it was really low that time around.
She is human, you know.
12 serving 18. Ces with the receive. Cayuna to the quick. And
Oh,
that's in.
that's in. So even these missed hits have actually been working for Cignal.
Those are the types of moments wherein you get to really breathe heavily. A sigh of relief for Roslyn Doria. As now it's a service error from her. She's fine. Just gave us a smile right there. 13 serving 19 now. Trisha Tubu with the honors. Ball up by Ces Molina. Back set. Jovelyn. Met at the net. Here's Gandler.
Good
Straight
dig.
to Pia. Former teammates, right?
Yep.
Pia.
Oh,
Great net defense by Cignal.
actually great overall game by Cignal so far, and I'm sure they have their focus right now is making it to the Final Four, and they're the current bronze medalist, right, from last conference, so they want to attack. achieve that still.
And Cignal is usually up there in terms of our postseason as Molina chases that ball
Good save.
to the heavens.
Yes.
Romero goes to the open. Ildefonso's attack went long.
Yeah, we saw that. Her follow through was too long. No snap of that wrist.
And now there's going to be a challenge, which is basically a timeout as well for our teams. Well, that ball was obviously out. Then again, Coach Jerry was able to use the time to huddle up his team.
Actually, unsuccessful challenge. And like you said, obviously, it's more of trying to regroup. Yeah, use that as a timeout.
After all, our coaches only have one timeout each per set. As this is going to be a challenge on the other side, courtesy of Coach Shaq De Los Santos.
Back-to-back challenges.
That's outside as well, but obviously the ball was closer to the line compared to the previous attack. So we have two unsuccessful challenges as Coach Shaq shares a smile with Coach Jerry. You gotta love that between our head coaches.
No, and I also love it. I noticed that when, there's a challenge, the coaches actually enjoy waiting for the outcome of the challenge.
Oh, yeah. And I'm sure the fans as well, especially if the point is crucial. As we got to see another point for Cignal HD. No chase there for Kate Santiago.
Yep, Cignal is actually pulling away here in the first set.
Tough dig by Kay Lazo. Nice attack by Ria Meneses.
Tough angle by Ria.
22-14 at the net. Romero went head-to-head with Ria Meneses and she was successful.
Well, you're asking also what makes her good. She is unfazed. You're talking about a David versus Goliath type of joust.
Oh, yes.
And she gets the better of that.
That trims the lead down to 7. 15 serving 22. Ball up by Gonzaga. And here's Ces Molina with a tip. Good defense by Tubu. Santiago off of the blockers.
Well, that's good for Farm Fresh. That's back-to-back points. And what's nice is they're working hard for the points.
Good signs again coming from the side of the orange shirts. 16-22. Job with the first ball. Gandler, pipe attack. That's long.
Well, she kept looking at the end line. Was it good? But it looked long from our perspective.
And no more challenge here from the side of Cignal HD. 17 serving 22. Farm Fresh staying alive in set number 1. Ball received by Angela Nunag. Cayuna opens up. Tubu was there off of the deflection. Nice push by Joan Narit.
The smart setting by Louis Romero.
And that will cause for an emergency button for Coach Shaq De Los Santos.
Alam na nila. Anong mo, backpack? Sa harap ka, bumalik ka ganito. Pagka nakapasa ganun, yung ganun. Bumi ka lang dito. Balikan mo dito. Backrow ka, Bani. Backrow dito ha, baka si Job. Okay? Pasa mo na. Boy, laruin mo lang. Kahit kanina, pwede mo ibigay yan. Dito sa harap ha. One good pass para 23. Okay ha. Huwag mo na puntos ha.
Let's see see what happened in the previous sequence. You mentioned the smart setting of Louie Romero, giving it to her middle blocker in Joan Narit. That's Adamson connecting with Ateneo, right?
Yes, yes. That's right. Narit comes from Ateneo.
It's Narit and Ildefonso from the Blue Eagles.
And Vanny Gandler.
But Vanny's playing for Cignal HD as Narit tried to score again. Oh, tough save by Cignal.
Good effort.
Romero, Santiago, whistle blown against the black shirts.
Boy, look at the score. It is now just down to a 3-point game. Farm Fresh knocking at the doors of Cignal ever so loudly.
19 serving 22 now. Justin Dorog. Here's Riri Meneses.
Chance.
Santiago is rejected. There's the chase by Louie. Back to Kate. Jov was there. Molina. Tough set. Tia puts it up. Kate Santiago off speed. Straight to Ses. 1-2. Back and forth we go. Longest rally so far. Kate Santiago. And the ball is still alive. A chance for Farm Fresh. Justin Dorog. Back to Kate. Back row defense is still there. Ses Molina. Pushing it through. Romero to the open. Santiago. That's long.
Well, look at her huff and puff. That was a long rally.
Now, Louie Romero was asking for a challenge, and she started doing it as soon as the whistle was blown.
Ah, block touch.
The most common challenge, right? Yeah, that's clear. No block touch from Jel Cayuna. Still, you have to love the fight coming from the Farm Fresh Foxies.
Yeah.
That was our longest rally so far.
And a few rallies or plays ago, you would think Cignal is just going to, cruise in the set. But, Farm Fresh just came roaring back.
It's now 23-19. The push by Joan. Two players scrambled for the ball.
Boy, Narit has been just playing it smart here towards the end of the first set. Her drops, right? That's the second point.
Is it also common for a middle blocker to do a ton of drop balls?
It really depends because it's situational for me. If they want, if they see a hole, that's one. Two, if they want to change things up, Is it common? Yeah, it should be always part of any volleyball player's arsenal.
20 serving 23 now. Molina from the middle. That's long. So Farm Fresh has trimmed the lead down to 2.
It is a set. It is a game.
And now we have a double sub. Giselle C and Chinchin Basas will check in for Jel Cayuna and Jovelyn Gonzaga. Chinchin was the staple at the starting unit as the opposite spiker in the past couple of games for Cignal HD.
And we know Giselle C is a veteran setter.
23-21. Doria tried to score to no avail. Here's Santiago. Found the hole in the middle.
It's just a 1-point game. No, it was a slow crawl, but they're back.
Santiago now has 2 points in this game off of 2 attacks. Here's Ses Molina to answer back.
Yeah, what a set by Giselle C. Just a one-on-one on Ses Molina. And come crunch time, Ses Molina's gonna score that.
Right. When push comes to shove, go to your MVP.
Yeah, your MVP slash captain slash national team player.
The list goes long.
Yeah.
2 set points now for Jel Cayuna.
Well, set point, like you said.
Service goes in. Open attack, that's Trisha Tubu, and she scores.
You know, you talked about Farm Fresh, and you see the fight in them. You know, if you're Coach Jerry, that's why you saw in the challenges, wasn't mad. He's happy with the way the girls are playing.
Oh, he's been very much relaxed here in set number 1. Set point still. Molina will end set number 1.
Looked like a mad scramble, but what a set by Jel Cayuna to get it to Molina. Look at this, look at this. What a stretch.
An ultimate back set by
backbreaker
by Jel Cayuna, finding the top scorer of Cignal HD. Tess Molina just had to end it for us here in set number 1. A tight one at that. We're off to a good start here inside. New streaming experiences also await via the Filipinas Live app, available for Filipinos everywhere. Download and subscribe now for 149 pesos only. Set number 1 was settled in 28 minutes of play. And as you mentioned, Noreen, we thought that Cignal HD was going to sail away from the Farm Fresh Foxies. The Farm Fresh was able to battle it out. They trimmed the lead down to 2 points by the end, or almost at the end of set number 1, but Ces Molina just had to end things.
Yeah, I mean, it was all Ces Molina at the end of that first set. I mean, Cignal was challenged. Obviously, they always have the right answer so far in this first set, but what about Farm Fresh coming back? Let's look at some numbers. Attacks 15-11 in favor of Cignal. Blocking went their way. But look at the errors. This 11 actually happened during the chase of Farm Fresh. No, 11 as compared to 7. So the errors alone negates the attack advantage the Cignal had. So that's one thing they have to correct in set number 2. But what I like about Farm Fresh is they were receiving well, tough serves by Cignal, but their first pass is working, and then Louis Romero just waved her wand.
I like how you put that.
Yeah, and then they came back. I mean, they still lost it, but you like the fight that you see.
I stand corrected. They trimmed the lead down to 1 because Cignal HD won by 2 in set number 1. Let's see if Farm Fresh will be able to carry on some momentum here in our second set. Farm Fresh has won 2 sets so far in our conference. 1 versus Akari and 1 versus Creamline. But they haven't won a game. On the other hand, Cignal is at 2-2. As Jel Cayuna opens up set number 2 with a service error.
Yeah. That's one thing I feel for Cignal. They also have, although they're a veteran team, they have to learn how to play, at a level, talking about the energy, at a consistent pace, because they can be as good as anyone, but when they lapse into errors, that's when people talk about their consistency.
And that's going to be very crucial come the games wherein they're taking on the title contenders that we have in the PVL. We saw an attack error from Pia Ildefonso. For those of you who are wondering, we are inside the Phil Sports Arena for your PVL Saturday. Thank you for joining us. This is Mix Gomez alongside Noreen Go and Sam Corrales. Ces Molina serving. She has 8 points so far. Trisha Tubu, was that her best hit in this game?
Yes. She had some quiet points in set number 1, but I feel we talked about her in the pre-game. I feel that she has to dominate for Farm Fresh.
Well, Tubu is number 2 in the league coming into this game in terms of scoring with 82. And she's been efficient, 34% efficiency for her as now. It's an easy point for Cruz. I want to get her name right. Riza Cruz.
Riza Cruz.
Now we have Kyle Tagsip. First appearance in this game here in set number 2.
Also coming from Adamson.
A lot of them, no? From that core. Gander tried to go cross. Pia was there. Romero put it up. Tubu couldn't score as of yet. Back row hit.
Good dig.
Santiago sets to Tubu. Nice net defense by Cignal. Coverage was there. Kayuna to Jog. Nice rally again. A communication error for Farm Fresh.
Well, that's the problem when the setter receives, right? The setter receives and then there's no libero. But Louis Romero was all over the court. Look at that. No libero, right? No libero, that's slow-mo. And then Louis Romero is the one who received. So that miscue.
It's now 2 serving 3. Pia could not get it through. Not the best of angles for her.
Two straight errors for Farm Fresh. We saw that in the first set. They started out with 2 errors as well. You gotta forget about that and try to check that.
Roslyn Doria will now be serving. Straight to Kate Santiago. Romero goes to Tubu. Nice play.
Good sign for Farm Fresh if Trisha Tubu can get going.
Trisha's total is 4 points. She has 2 in set number 2, matching her output in set number 1. And it's still very early here. Jove Gonzaga, ball deflected, and not recovered anymore.
See the positioning of Farm Fresh. Trisha Tubu and Kate Santiago are looking at each other.
Gonzaga, serving from the HD Spikers.
For all, Gonzaga sends it in, straight to the libero. Cruz tried to push it, and it works. But now, we turn you over to Sam Corrales, who will now report for the Farm Fresh Foxies.
Yes, that's right. Earlier you mentioned that Louis Romero is just unfazed when she plays. And that's true, even off the court. Because when I was speaking to her, she said that the chemistry is there. They just need to get more reps in to finish stronger in the end game. Now, in their last game, even if they lost against Greenline, she is coming off with a couple of things that can help her gain confidence in today's game and in the future matches as well. She told me that she looks up to Kyle Negrito's decision-making. And today, she's looking to learn a thing or two from Jelka Yuna's fast plays. Now let's see if Louis can finally steer this team to their first victory this conference. But for now, this report is brought to you by the Pilipinas Live app. Download and subscribe now for 149 pesos a month. Back to you, Noreen and Migs.
That's a nice report by Sam Corrales. Talking about the attitude of Louis Romero. She's already great at this point of her career, but for her to have that attitude learning from the veterans in the PVL, that only means the ceiling might actually be higher for her.
She is going to get better, you know that.
Outside shot.
And so I ask you this. Do you actually see a part of Louis Romero's setting that you would want her to improve?
Boy, I think she's doing well as it is. I guess it's just decision making, you know, at this level, because we're now in the pros. So that's that. Because setting, she can block, she can receive. So all-around players, all-around setter. And she's not the tallest.
Yes. Then again, it doesn't stop there for Louis. You can still keep on improving in all of your all-around skills. As that was a point by Ria Veneses, who will now be serving. Straight to Cruz. There's the slide by Tagsip.
Boy, she's really getting everyone involved, as you know, on cue. As we were talking about Louis Romero, look at that, even Tagsip with a slide.
Then again, she has that chemistry with Louis already. Set up for Ces Molina, straight to Kay Lazo. There's a net touch. Are they going to challenge this? Yes, they will.
There's a challenge.
Second referee pointed at Tubu, and Tubu was so sure it was clean.
Challenge.
All right, is there a net cut? Ooh,
Look clean.
it might not have been Trisha.
Ah, yeah.
It's Kyle Tagsip who's now laughing about it.
We were looking at Trisha Tubu because the second referee pointed to her.
So Trisha was not wrong. But all this time, Kyle was hiding something from us.
Coach Jerry was just laughing.
Yeah. And the players are also laughing about it. They do have the lead. Itong Farm Fresh, 8-7. Romero, tough set to Kyle. And here's Cignal. At the net, Jov Gonzaga will actually get the point. Smart hit. Oh. Is there a violation?
We call it a check ball. So they had to try to challenge it again.
The Foxies challenge once more.
Okay, let's see if somebody else is hiding something from us again.
Fresh Foxies.
Oh yeah, there was a check.
But because you know, or you knew that Jov Gonzaga really had that in mind.
Yeah.
He's gonna hit it off the blockers.
So that's two unsuccessful challenges. Back to back at that for Coach Jerry Yee, who's still laughing about it, which is what you want to see.
Yeah.
Players and coaches enjoying.
In challenges, guys, like comic relief sometimes. Eh.
Yes, that's right. 8 excellent sets, by the way, already for Jel Cayuna. Now she goes to Ses, straight to Pia. Romero, Tubu.
Oh, good day.
Great job by Angela Nunag. Jov Gonzaga, ball kept alive. Tough chase. Chance ball. Nunag. Cayuna. Doria, that's long.
Ball is out.
You saw the timing, you know, she was, her hand was bent already because she couldn't, you know, have that good connection with Jel Cayuna.
It's now 9 serving 8. Farm Fresh with the lead again. So this is obviously a better start for them
Yeah.
as compared to set number 1. Chance ball for the orange shirts. There's the quick attack.
Oh, still alive.
Nice dig by Vanny. Free ball. Romero to Trisha. Nice angle.
Our team.
You see the way Luis Ramirez sets. There's just like this hop, you know, and it makes a lot of the opponents look at that hop.
All right, I have to ask this. Do you see that type of setting from Gia de Guzman?
Yeah, she does that sometimes. I mean, she's normally more established, but she does. You see her when they try to fake their opponent.
But is she the best example for that pop set? Or is there somebody else in the PVL?
I'm trying to think. I think you're right. I think
Gia.
yeah.
It's now 9 serving 10. Ces Molina
Captain.
with 9 attacks so far. Straight to Cruz. Middle attack. No more save for Ces.
Oh, that was perfect pass for Farm Fresh. Very textbook. Look at this. Perfect pass and Luis Romero. And what you see right now, because Luis Romero is doing such a great job involving everyone, the confidence of the
yeah.
players to hit. Yeah? Like Riza Cruz, even Tagsip.
Jovelyn Gonzaga. And she will never waver with her confidence, but her attack sailed wide. It rolled
Yeah.
off of the net.
Dribbled. But yeah, look at the score. Farm Fresh in a good place right now, and they're playing well.
Oh, they didn't have a lead like this in set number 1, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Kyle Tagsip performing well in set 2. Ball received by Nunag. Ooh, not the best of sets. By the way, for those of you who are wondering, Pia General is sick today. So Angela Nunag is starting for Cignal HD. We have a technical timeout. Bingo Plus, the first live streaming bingo in the Philippines. We are coming back to you live from the Phil Sports Arena in Pasig City. And now we go back to our PVL Asks Question of the Day. And here it is.
Hi PVL fans! Who will be today's X Factor? Comment using hashtag PVL 2023.
First of all, big shout out to Demi Pacres. We always love it when she gets featured in our videos. And so as you get to see her picture alongside the question, who will be today's X Factor? Do you actually have an answer for us as of this moment?
We were talking about it before the game. We had some choices, but I would choose the setters for both ends. Louis Romero for Farm Fresh and Jel Cayuna for Cignal.
I thought you were going to go with Kyle Tagsip already. And she's had a nice set number 2 so far. There's Kyle. He will be serving. Farm Fresh with the lead 13-9.
Well, she has been serving well.
This is the biggest lead for the Foxies in this game. Tagsip did not even play in set number 1, but she's been very effective here in the second set of the game.
And digging as well.
There you go. With a smile at that. As Gandler attacks.
Another one.
Kyle keeps it alive. Pia down the line. And that's a point for Ildefonso.
We gotta obviously credit half that point to Tagsip. Well, you don't see that often. I mean, the middle blocker.
Right.
2 good digs.
Because it takes more effort for them to go down, no?
Yeah, that's true. Oh, what a second set for Tagsip.
14-9, a 5-1 run for the Farm Fresh Foxies. Romero chases, back set to Trisha. That's a nice attack by Trisha Tubu.
You like what you see. They're playing light. They're enjoying. Right? Talking about Farm Fresh.
See it once again, Louis Romero sending it to Trisha Tubu. One blocker ahead of her, and she maximizes the opportunity. We have a timeout.
Basahan muna natin. Okay, receive muna tayo.
Shake it off! Shake it off! Shake it off!
Yeah, go, 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 go.
Let's go! Cignal!
How about that? Team Awesome Nation exhibiting some Taylor Swift during their huddle, chanting "Shake It Off," which is very effective in volleyball.
Shake
You
it
hear
off.
that a lot, no? You have to enjoy, you have to calm down.
Yeah.
15 serving 9. Tagsip again, straight to Nunag. And here's Vanny Gandler, the cross. Kyle keeps it alive. Back row hit. Cayuna puts it up. There's the chase by Angela. Jog. Nice dig by Trisha. Push. Ball sent back. Santiago goes to Pia. There's the tip.
Long rally.
Nunag. This time to Gandler. And this time around, Kyle Tagsip cannot keep it alive anymore.
That's good effort though on the part of Tagsip. Though she looks like, we call them before at least, the sweeper. Because you sweep the back of the court and she looked like a sweeper in that series or sequence.
Oh, they did have a good run for themselves. It still is a 5-point lead for Farm Fresh in set 2. Rose Doria sending it in straight to Santiago. Back set, Tubu.
Oh,
Ball put up by Jel Cayuna. And here's Ces Molina, that's low.
well, Ces Molina kind of slowing down here in set number 2.
That's after scoring 8 points in the opening set. She only has 2 so far here in the second set.
And a couple of errors as well.
Leah Meneses, she will answer to the call for Coach Shaq.
Yeah, that's a better set for Jel Cayuna because, you know, to Acuna and to Doria, it was pretty low, so they couldn't get a proper hit. But look at this, Meneses, outreached arms.
Double sub back in. Giselle C with Chin Chin Basas for the Cignal HD Spikers. They're looking for their 3rd victory so far, as opposed to 2 losses in this conference. Nice running hit by Cruz.
Everyone is just playing well for Farm Fresh. Look at this. Look at that set. Perfect set. And we saw that when Cruz and Adams were very comfortable with the slide.
We've seen 6 excellent sets so far from Louis Romero. Chinchin Basas. Ball put up by Pia. Open. That's Kate Santiago. Giselle. Back to Chinchin. There's a hole at the back row.
Yeah. And a hole with the blockers as well. Basas just hitting it through the blockers, playing it smart.
Lead cut down to 5. Rani Gandler back at the service line. Getting some instructions from Coach Shaq De Los Santos. Tinuturo nila yan eh, no? Kung saan madadalin yung bola.
Target.
Romero, quick hit. Ball kept alive. Molina sends it through. Cruz puts it up. Romero, back to Kate. Down the line hit.
See, when you're watching, I mean, if you're Cignal and you're looking at Farm Fresh Foxies, you don't know who you're going to guard because Louis Romero is just, distributing the ball really well.
And to your point, the confidence just keeps on rising for the attackers of Farm Fresh. 18 serving 12. Biggest lead increased. Ball received by Nunag. One-handed set to Molina. Ball kept alive. Romero, a kneeling set to Kate Santiago.
So it is going to be interesting how Cignal will respond to the way Farm Fresh is playing, because we saw in the first set Farm Fresh responded well. Right now it's a turn of Cignal.
Biggest lead increased again to 7 points. 19 serving 12. Cruz sending it in straight to Nunag, and here's Ces Molina. Cruz puts it up. Santiago, good defense by Angela. Ces tried to go down the line.
Good dig.
That's by Pia. Santiago again. Angela Nunag is just everywhere for Cignal HD. Cross court hit, battle at the net, and Meneses will win it.
Smart drop there by Meneses. But what hustle being displayed by Farm Fresh.
And that's countering the attacks of the MVP herself. As Riri Meneses scores again for Cignal HD. 6 points now for Riri.
So if you look at the front row right now, it's a full front row for Cignal. You want to take advantage because you have Louis Romero in front. Although she did have a stuff block.
Molina tried to go cross. Nice defense by Cruz. Santiago down the line again.
She's feeling it. Obviously, she's got a hot hands right now. Talking about Kate Santiago.
Would you actually say that for each game that they play, they're playing better and better here in our PVL conference, talking about Farm Fresh?
Well, this set alone is a testament to what you're saying.
Tubu met at the net.
Well, finally for Cignal, a stuff block that, we know that's one of their strengths, which is not evident here in the second set. So they need to go to that because you don't want to extend this match. You're ahead 1 set. You want to chase the second set.
To your point, that was the first block point of Cignal in set number 2 as opposed to their 3 in set number 1.
And not just stuff blocks. We talk about slowing the ball down with getting a hand at the ball. They haven't been that successful.
Cayuna serves. Romero, combination. Yes, ma'am.
Boy, the combination plays, the combos being dished out by Louis Romero. Look at the blockers. Not established.
She's that good, huh?
Very good.
21, serving 14. Coach Justin Dorog serving. Ces Molina. And not the best of digs there for Kay Lazo.
But still, she was there. That's what you want to see. Constantly reading the ball, getting a hand at the ball. Good defense.
Still is a 6-point deficit ahead of Ces Molina and Cignal HD. Ces has 11 points, but 8 of those came in set number 1. That's a service error. It seems like Cignal will be challenging this, just to be sure.
think this is more also, they're going to use this as a timeout because that looked wide at least.
You were right. It was definitely out for the Cignal HD Spikers, as you get to see Coach Shaq De Los Santos. That's their first challenge in set number 2. As opposed to Coach Jerry, who already used up his 2 challenges in back-to-back fashion.
And unsuccessful.
Oh, 22, serving 15. Service error.
Liber Tolano, first appearance here in this match.
She really has that signature jump serve, no?
Yeah.
16, serving 22. Rose Doria. That goes in. Romero. Farm Fresh could not score as of yet. Vanny Gandler off of the blockers.
Yeah, that was a smart hit. You had Cruz and Tubo. Look at that. Look at this. Challenging Trisha Tubo there. They needed that point, you know. They needed a back-to-back performance there.
17, 22. Ball up by Cruz. Romero, top set to Trisha. Oh my goodness. Is it even hard for Louie Romero? Or ganun na ba ka-normal sa kanya yung ganung klaseng sets?
It looks normal. Like another day in the office.
Gandler again.
Oh.
Wow, strong hit.
But really, what a conference it is, or it has been for Vanny Gandler.
Reminiscent of the game that you saw,
Yeah.
that you described.
That.
It's that game before college, no?
Yeah.
That you described in our pregame.
Before, like the preseason tourneys before UAAP.
Slide attack. Ball sent back. Cruz, not the best of angles for Pia. And there's a violation. 3 touches.
Well, prior to that error by PL Defonso, you have to be impressed also with the way she's playing here in this match.
Jovelyn Gonzaga and Cignal HD trying to pull off a Farm Fresh, much like what they did in set number 1. A comeback late in the set. Here's Cayuna to Gandler. Oh, she's feeling it.
She is, and we were talking about the hot hands in Kate Santiago. What about Vanny Gandler for Cignal?
20 serving 23 now.
But you know, Farm Fresh can play side-out volleyball because they still have a 3-point lead.
Cayuna, running hit. That meets the line for Ria Meneses.
We don't see that very often in today's game.
Timeout now for Coach Jerry Yee. It's been a 4-0 run in favor of Cesc Molina, Jovelyn Gonzaga, and the rest of the Cignal HD Spikers. After trailing by as many as 7 points earlier in the set, we have a tight one.
Yeah. Reminiscent of the first set.
Yeah. And then again, in the first set, Farm Fresh was the one catching up, but they weren't able to pull off a victory. As Pia meets the line on the other end.
What a time for PL Defonso. You know, actually, that's a smart hit for her. She challenged, obviously, the smaller blocker.
3 set points now for Pia Ildefonso and the rest of the Farm Fresh Foxies. Ball goes straight to Ses. Cayuna to Gandler. She's been the hot hand of Cignal HD, and she scores.
Oh yeah, it took in the first referee because the linesman called it out. The first referee called it touch, a check ball. Yeah, there.
All right. Vandy trying to be the hero for Cignal HD. They're down by 2. 2 set points. Service goes in straight to Kate. Romero back to Santiago.
Oh!
She's rejected at the net.
That's a huge block at the side of Cignal. I think that was Jel Cayuna. Oh, come on.
But you did ask for it.
Yeah.
Cignal has been known for its net defense throughout the years here in the PVL. A 1-point game here in set number 2. Vanny Gandler. Service goes straight to Kate. Romero, Santiago again, and she puts it away.
We are tied in this match.
It's literally deja vu in set number 1 with a reversal of roles. Now Farm Fresh getting its first set victory against Cignal HD. So for the 3rd straight game, they've won a set against their opponents. That's versus Akari, Streamline, and Cignal HD respectively. The question is, can they actually pull off a victory here inside the Phil Sports Arena? We are back to square one. 1 set apiece for Farm Fresh and Cignal HD. As new streaming experiences also await via the Filipinas Live app, available for Filipinos everywhere. Download and subscribe now for 149 pesos only. All right. We saw a reversal of roles for Farm Fresh and Cignal HD. Farm Fresh led for the whole of the second set. They led by as many as 7. Your thoughts about them?
Well, first, identical scores, 25-23, 25-23. But what you love about Farm Fresh, really, they did it with great defense. Their floor defense, their first pass, it just worked for them. And Louis Romero, just spectacular setting. Look at the numbers, 18 attacks for Farm Fresh. I mean, those are numbers that you see with the likes of Dreamline,
yes,
right? And they can do that, so things looking good. Blocking, we saw the 2 error 7-5, but really as a whole, it's the defense of Farm Fresh working. And we're talking about great digging by Tagsip. Cruz, the middles. You know, Trisha Tubo, everybody working well. So they look like a very, very good team today. And if they continue to play the way they did in the second set, they might be looking at their first victory since they joined PVL.
He did mention in set number 2, the middle blockers were transforming themselves into sweepers.
Yeah. I mean, we have to mention Cruz and Tagsip really playing like they're liberos.
That's a big statement.
Yeah.
But yes, it's a long way to go for Farm Fresh if they want to get their first victory. It's what, 10 straight losses already for them?
10 straight, that's right.
That's across 2 conferences in the Premier Volleyball League. But things are looking bright for the orange shirts as the Adamson players
Plus Ildefonso.
plus Ildefonso plus Lazo.
Lazo. All Adamson.
Well, basically the Farm Fresh Foxies. They kneel down before entering the court. Is that a common gesture?
That's to each his own.
Okay, whatever
Oh,
works.
yeah, I mean, your pre-game, pre-set chanting, so to each his own.
Curious at that. We begin set number 3, back to square one. Tagsip puts it up for Santiago. Tough defense there by Jovelyn Gonzaga. Gandler, the hot hand for Cignal HD, could not score. Tubu, that's her angle.
Yeah, she's very comfortable with that. But, you know, Cignal, they lost the second set, but what about Vanny Gander trying to carry Cignal, the rookie, trying to carry this team, but, you know, it fell short.
We talked about her responsibility in the pregame as Gander scores right on cue. She only had a week to prepare herself as a starter for Cignal HD in this conference because of the departure of Rachel Ann Dakis. But then again, she's able to transition. Obviously, the transition continues for her, but it's going to be interesting as to how good she can be in the heart of volleyball.
Yeah, and a lot of players, you know, they're just waiting for that opportunity. You know, if you get playing time, how will you deal with that? How are you going to learn from it? Are you going to get better? And Vanny Gandler, obviously, very optimistic, you know, about the way she's playing. I mean, she looks like a veteran out there.
That's a big statement. Nice block by Vanny. 2-1, a chance for Cignal HD. Cayuna, combination. Pia puts it up. Romero back sets. Tubu, that's low. Ball is alive. We keep on going.
Yeah.
Cayuna, Riri, and she scores.
And you saw the reaction of Meneses. Big shout out after that.
She had to breathe heavily with that shout, as you mentioned.
With that shout. She wanted that.
3-1. Rhea being challenged by Louis. Yeah. David can only do so much against Goliath.
No, because she is a back row setter, so she cannot go up to block that.
Jel Cayuna. So this is looking like how Cignal started this game. Service error.
Well, Cignal, again, your question always. And a lot of people, a lot of fans know this, no? Which Cignal are we going to watch? The energetic one or the not energetic one?
So what are we watching so far?
So far, so good for the Cignal fans.
Chance ball for the black shirts. Cayuna. Jove was rejected. Nice coverage by Nunag. Here's Vanny. Nice net defense by Farm Fresh.
Right? Defense, now blocking, working for Farm Fresh. A little bit of this, little bit of that, and eventually they're gonna be a team that will contend for at least the Final Four.
Mathematically speaking, they still have a chance this conference.
Yeah.
Lazo, tough dig.
Very slim, but still, yeah, a chance.
No more recovery there for Angela Nunag. That's a point for Farm Fresh, and we're all tied again.
And I can hear the coaching staff of Farm Fresh because they're right beside us. It's all encouragement, you know, all laughs, and they're just enjoying themselves.
Santiago serving straight to Gonzaga. Back set. Gander pushing that ball. Tough dig by Lazo. Here's the push by Pia. Romero, back row hit by Kate. That's long.
Santos low, and we saw the follow through.
And now let's follow through as well as we go to Sam Corrales.
Trisha Tubu and Kate Santiago were playing with their hearts on their sleeves as we saw in that last set. Now, I both talked to them in the dugout and they said that what is fueling them to perform well is that coach reminded them that a lot of people want to play in their position. So they have to show up every single time that they get and prove that they deserve it. Now, on the other hand, you mentioned this, they are just enjoying and they were reminded to do so and just execute the plays. The results will come after. Now, this report is brought to you by the Pilipinas Live app. Download and subscribe now for 149 pesos a month. Back to you, Migs and Arena.
That's a nice reminder from Sam Corrales because even though if you're part of, sorry to say, a losing team here in the PVL, you still have a spot in the league.
Yeah.
And you have a lot of volleyball talents in the whole of the Philippines looking to actually play on this level. So this is still a luxury, even if you're losing. So it's great to see that Farm Fresh is making the most out of the opportunity presented upon them.
Yeah. But speaking of, taking the opportunity and turning it into something, Trisha Tubu, come on. Talked about her in the pre-game. She had a game wherein she scored, 24 points. So she's up there.
Ooh. And another person who's up there is Ces Molina, the top scorer of Cignal HD, countering the top scorer of Farm Fresh.
Well, she's got to wake up. Talking about Ces Molina because she's been on and off. But right there, you see what she can do.
Yeah.
You see the talent that she has. She's got to, step on the gas.
The back and forth continues. We're all tied. Now it's broken up by Riza Cruz. But I want to talk more about ties here because we're seeing a tie in terms of the scoring of Ces Molina and Trisha Tubu. Both of them have 12 points each so far.
And they're just going to add to that because we're only in set number 3.
These two teams haven't seen a set number 5 as of yet in our conference. I'm not saying anything. Let's just enjoy the action. Cayuna goes to Jove. Ball put up by Kate. Romero to Trisha again. There's the chase. Gander keeps it alive.
It's alive.
Chance ball for Farm Fresh. Romero to Ildefonso. Nice rally. Ces Molina. And it's all worth it. The efforts of Cignal HD.
Well, that was a good rally. Good rally. High quality. I'm looking at the facial reaction of Cignal. There's bigil already when they hit.
There you go.
Look at that. I mean, that's a good sign, though, for Cignal. Ces Molina is mad.
Well, that might be the best way to put it. He did mention we can expect 2 versions of Cignal HD, and this seems to be the better version.
Yeah.
7-all. Romero with a smile. The push by Pia. Gander keeps it alive. Nuna goes to Gonzaga. Off speed. That works.
Smart. Off speed, like you said, by Jove Gonzaga. Look at that. Looking at the defense, but what that defense of Cignal just keeping the ball in play. Look at this. Just reading the opponent.
Gonzaga off of her point. With that serve, Romero just chased that ball and Pia could not send it through. Coach Jerry will call for time. It's 9-7.
I'm out Farm Fresh Foxies.
Pag hindi kayo mag-block naman kayo sa
Watch the PBA 3x3's second conference this year every Monday and Tuesday only on One Sports, PBA Rush, and Pilipinas Live. PBA 3x3, lakas ng tatlo. Well now, nakita natin ang lakas ni Jovelyn Gonzaga and the rest of the Cignal HD Spikers. They're up by 2 points against PL Defonso and Farm Fresh. We are in set number 3. Ces Molina, strong hit, tough chase by Louie.
Oh,
Chance ball.
still alive though.
Cayuna, there's the push by Doria. Chance on the other end, push by Cruz, and that works.
Well, we saw that. There are a couple of that in set number 1. Riza Cruz just dropping it behind the blockers, and why not go to that?
Yeah, we talked about that. A lot of drops by the middle blockers in this game so far. Great reads. 8 serving 9. It's been very tight.
Yeah, but the difference between the drops of Farm Fresh is really, it's very deliberate. You can see Riza Cruz really just, wanting to score, finding that hole.
Santiago against 2 blockers. Nunag, again, he's been all over the floor. And that's a point for Ces.
Boy, she has really stepped it up here in set number 3, talking about Ces Molina.
Let's see. The total of Ces Molina is now 14 points. 12. Medyo nauna na ang ating MVP. Sorry, 15 for Ces Molina. Back row hit by Tubu.
Oh, what a dig.
She wanted to tie things up in terms of scoring with Ces. Cayuna again goes to Vanny. Lefty attack, and it works.
Well, now you see a weakness in the defense of Farm Fresh. That center. We saw first Gonzaga with the off-speed. Now Vanny Gandler with that drop. So if you're Farm Fresh, you want to adjust your defensive pattern.
It's now 11 serving 8. Ces Molina straight to Kate Regalo. Ball kept alive. A chance for Cignal HD. Back row hit. Cruz could not keep it alive.
You can see Cignal here in this start of the third set. They're increasing the pace of the game. Faster plays, lower sets, and they have been successful. Look at this. Right? It's getting faster for Cignal. That's what they want. That's the way they want to play.
And we talked about those types of attacks of Ces Molina that makes her very dynamic in the PVL. Ball up by Nunag. Cayuna. Gandler, yes.
Now everything working well for Cignal.
It's a 5-point lead as we enter our technical timeout.
This week. Now she does have a special way of celebrating her birthday as she turns older and wiser. Now she won't exactly say when her birthday is on social media, but she does share charitable efforts like this one on her special day. Now she started this tradition way back in 2020.
That's
certainly very interesting for Jovelyn Gonzaga, paying tribute not only to the people but to the Lord as well.
And you like that, the outreach programs. And that's, I'm sure that's on a personal level,
Oh yeah.
personal capacity.
Let's see if she can also maximize her capacity in this game. Cignal is up by 5 points in set number 3. Trisha Tubo will score. That's her 13th point.
Did you see Farm Fresh, how much respect they have for a team like Cignal? Let's look at the numbers of Nunag. You know, I saw that earlier. Kate Santiago hit Jovelyn. Automatic rush to apologize.
Right.
And Trisha Tubo probably hit a head of Doria and apologize. So you know the respect is there.
After all, these are youngsters playing for Coach Jerry Yee. Youngsters, but they can be threats here in the PVL. There's some competition.
Like that. Block.
Block.
Oh, you were looking for Taksit.
Oh, she's back.
Yeah.
She was a big factor in set number 2. The set that Farm Fresh won, but now Farm Fresh will give up a point for Vanny Gandler and company.
Really, she's just enjoying herself. Talking about Vanny Gandler.
14 serving 10. It was back and forth at the start of set number 3, but then again, Cignal just pulled away for a bit in the past couple of sequences.
Yeah.
Back set by Louis to Trisha. That's out.
She lacked that flick of the wrist, we like to say.
Lead extended to 5. This is the biggest lead of Cignal in this set. Service goes straight to Kate. It's like a give and go.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure you know that term.
Yeah, basketball, of course.
By the way, that's what I mean by tic-tac-toe as well. You know, when I say it, the person who receives will attack. As Rhea Meneses gives us a slide attack.
I like the sound of that hit. It was solid, you know, solid contact with the ball.
So Rhea, now in this game, is in double figures with 10.
Wow.
Set up to Trisha. Ball deflected by Jov. Kayuna to the open. Vanny Gandler. Is there a net touch?
Yeah, that shoot set too near the net. Vanny Gandler could not escape that big.
Let's see what happened there. She knew it.
There, yeah.
Tried to avoid the net at the last second. Ball in by Santiago. Here's Rhea again. Oh, now she's coming alive.
I think that second set loss kind of woke everyone up, even Meneses. Because you see the reaction after the kill, you know, that celebration. It's like, oh, we're here. We want to win this.
Yeah, game face on.
Big game face.
And here's Vanny Gandler with her game face on as well. 10 attacks for her so far. Ball up by Lazo. There's the back set to Trisha. Angela Nunag continues to play well on defense. Chased here. Oh, there's a net touch.
Yeah, that was clear before that collision between Ildefonso and Lazo.
Biggest lead extended to 6. Vanny Gandler with a smile on her face. Did mention she's been enjoying this match.
But then you see the difference of Farm Fresh from set 2 to set 3. Right now, it's like they're quiet. You know, they're, I don't know, tense or something. You can see that it's different.
But we also were able to hear their timeout, no, their huddle. It was a lot more serious.
Yeah.
As now Ildefonso scores.
Oh, that was a very sharp angle for PL Defonso.
Well, this normally happens, though, if you're a team with nothing to lose. When it actually gets serious, when the game gets tight, then you start to feel the pressure.
There's one thing, you know, for Farm Fresh, you want to learn from this match alone. I mean, of course, the previous matches, but You can. When you play well and play light, you can compete. You can even win a set, but it can't be just one set. It has to be
Yes.
the entire game.
Ildefonso tried to score to no avail. Jovelyn Gonzaga, ball put up by Kate. Back set to Trisha, and she will score.
That's what they should work on. You see that fight that we said we saw in the first set, what made them win the second set, and look at this.
Trisha Tubo is now up to 14 points off of 12 attacks in this game. Here's Tagsip, back at it again. An X factor in set number 2, Rhea Meneses.
Getting comfortable at the net. Serious.
Yeah, absolutely no smile by Rhea Meneses. 19, serving 14. Cignal HD looking a lot better. Ball sent in. Here's Pia, met at the net.
Good stop. That was a tandem between Gonzaga and...
Is that Doria?
Yeah, I think it's there. Yeah.
Service for Rhea again. Here's the back set to Trisha. That seems to be working.
But she's so different this conference as compared to last conference. Again, we always say, once a player gets that confidence, you see, like Trisha Tubu is a perfect example. See the way they play.
Oh, last conference, she hardly played.
Yeah.
As now it's a block by Pia Ildefonso.
Stuff block, great read, look at that. And you know that she's a tall player, so you want that as one of your strengths.
That's the first block point of Pia in this game, but boy, what an answer that was by Ces Molina.
Just slamming it home. Look at how quick. Look at that. Side, no look pa.
It's that a bit of a signature as well from Ces Molina. As Hentapa is about to check in for the first time. She also missed out in the previous game. But Hentapa is one of the leading scorers of Farm Fresh. She has 22 to her name so far in this conference. Also, we have Clo Mondoniedo checking in for Coach Jerry Yee.
It's actually puzzling because I was looking at Hentapa at the bench, at the warm-up area, and she was limping. So I thought that she wouldn't play in this match. Oh,
An error. Very uncharacteristic by a libero, that's Kay Lazo.
so henceforth, a serve. But look at the way the ball dropped there. That slow was a good example. Look at that. Right? It's like somebody hit it down.
Right. Float serve, no?
Oh.
Absolutely no spin on the ball for Joe, but Cruz answers back on the other end.
Riza Cruz really... I mean, we saw her in Adamson, right? And we know that she has deadly kills, but you like seeing her maturity also here with Farm Fresh.
There's Pia Ildefonso's numbers. 5 points on 4 attacks. 5-point deficit for Farm Fresh. Jog. Tough dig by Lazo. And here's Pia from the back. Nunag was there. Kayuna to the quick.
Oh. Well, that's a set she likes, talking about Doria. That be quick.
We haven't seen as many attacks from Roslyn Doria. She has 3 points though to her name. But is she the type to get more points from blocks compared to attacks?
Yeah, she's known for her blocking, but if it really depends on the setter. If the setter goes more to you, like here, we saw Rhea Meneses get a lot of sets, so how many points has she scored? So if she's given these quicks, she'll get this, you know, she normally gets the point.
It's now 18 serving 23. Riza Cruz with the honors in set number 3.
What a serve.
Ball up by Ces. Here's Vanny. Bit low there on the attack. A late whistle blown by our referee.
Active cross, 4 touches, called on the HD Spikers.
But you know, we saw Vanny Gandler, kind of knew that it didn't cross, so she stopped. You know, we always want to say that unless you hear the whistle of the referee, you shouldn't stop.
Yes.
Right?
19 serving 23. Vanny for redemption.
Redemption, exactly.
Setters have that mentality, no, na pinapabawi mo rin yung attackers mo.
Yeah, also because you want the player who committed the error to get the confidence back, because that makes a lot of difference. If you leave that player with, oh, I committed the error, and start doubting, it's not going to be good for your entire team.
Vanny Gandler now has 11 points in this game. Ball up by Pia. There's the setup for Kay. What a hammer!
Well, she did have the hot hands in the set number 2. Badly needed point for Farm Fresh here in the third set.
That's 11 markers now for Kate Santiago. Set point saved. Battle at the net. It's 24-20. There's the joust again. Santiago will send it across. Cayuna, 1-2. Ball kept alive. Lazo goes to Trisha. And that is wide.
Now we saw a miss hit from Trisha Tubu.
And so, the switch has been very much effective for the Cignal HD Spikers. Now, finally, we're seeing smiles across. We tell you, you can watch different leagues on that platform. But now, we invite you to watch Trisha Tubu and Vanny Gandler battle it out. Set number 3 belonged to the Cignal HD Spikers. We talked about that switch that they had to get the advantage once again.
Well, you can see that Jelka, you have to mention, Jelka Yuna played it smart. She went, not unlike the first set where you said not too much in the middles, she went a lot to the middles, you know. Riri Meneses and even Doria, they were scoring, so they changed things up a bit, and we felt the energy. Let's look at the numbers. Attacks went back to Cignal, 17-14. One thing Farm Fresh should be happy with is they're blocking. Now they have 3 more than 3-1 more than Cignal. Actually, Cignal 3 errors. Come on, 11 in set number 1, but just 3 in set number 3. So a total turn of events for Cignal, and they're looking good. Again, we felt the energy of everyone from Team Cignal. So they got the third set. But Farm Fresh, you have to be happy still with the way you're playing. Maybe step it up a bit and try to remember how you won set number 2.
Again, the Farm Fresh Foxies, they have won a set in their past couple of games, though, against Akari and against Creamline. It seems like the trend will continue for them in this game, but they can actually change it if they can push this to 5 sets. So the first 5-setter for Farm Fresh and Cignal HD in this conference.
For me, they're a young group, a young bunch. They just have to believe that, you know, if we can play alongside the good players, the good teams, but it has to be, again, I'll say it again, consistent.
Yes.
It has to be very consistent.
It's an error to start set number 4 for Riza Cruz and the rest of Farm Fresh.
Service, Cayuna.
Cayuna is serving. Sharp serve.
Ace serve.
That was barely above the net, right?
That's a perfect serve. Look at that. Just dipping
Yeah.
by the attack line.
I remember Melatunay sharing this to us, no? That in some practices, nilalagyan ng linya sa ibabaw ng or sa banda antena so that the serves during your practices would be sharp. It's like shooting it onto that box.
Target practice.
Target practice.
Riza Cruz.
It's now Riza Cruz who will be serving. 1-2. That's the same tally as well in terms of sets. And a mistake made by Cignal HD.
Kayuna knew it after the whistle was blown. She already reacted.
With a million times that they have set that ball already, you know when you have made a mistake.
Yeah.
Service again for Cruz. Kayuna, no mistake this time. And Vanny Gandler makes it all worth it.
You said it, no mistake. Annie Gandler just piling up the points right now.
So that's 12 points already for Vanny Gandler. But I'm sure you were impressed by other aspects of her game as well.
Oh yeah, I mean, we saw that she can block also, her defense working, and you like seeing that with players and very, all-around game.
Ildefonso kept it alive. Here's Kate finding the corner.
That's just a smart hit, right? Smart targeting by Kate Santiago.
And you know what entertains me? More often than not, when a player finds the corner, they point at the corner as their celebration. As Ria Meneses would not need to point at anything there. She would just score.
Turn around and go serve.
Again with a game face. Si Ria, ngingiti lang pagtapos na yung set eh. She's that serious.
Serving for the HD
Or if she makes a stuff block.
Ooh.
Pang-asal.
Let's see if we can see something like that here in set number 4. Kayuna back sets. Nice tip. Tamang gulang lang mula kay Jovelyn Gonzaga.
Playing it smart. And now they're using, their veteran smarts. Talking about Cignal.
And she's had a lot of touches like this in this game, no? Off speeds, tips, drops.
What a serve by Meneses.
Ball up by Santiago. Here's Pia. Bit low there. Push. Chance. Kayuna. Gonzaga. This time with the power. Lazo to Tubu. And she scores.
So what about that dig by Louis Romero?
Now, we listen in to Sam Corrales for another report about Cignal HD.
You said it earlier, it's redemption time for Vanny Gandler, who has been doing the heavy lifting for the Cignal HD Spikers, stepping up for the absence of Rachel Dakis. Now, she said that despite their wins, they cannot go back to their old ways, and that is not communicating with each other. Since they're coming off a win, they can't be complacent, especially against a hungry Farm Fresh team like this one. So let's see if they can follow through and score another victory, this time against Farm Fresh. Now, this report is brought to you by the Pilipinas Live app. Download and subscribe now for only 149 pesos a month. Back to you, Migs and Noreen.
I actually have a specific communication question for you.
Communication.
Yes, because if you're Vanny Gandler, you're joining a group of veterans. Is it actually hard in terms of communication? Because you know that you're the young player in the midst of this lineup.
Is it hard for her to
Communicate with them?
For me, I feel the veterans will take care of that. As we see Santiago again with the down-the-line game. The veterans will take care of that because like people like Rachel Andakis, Jov Gonzaga, they're gonna put you under their wing. Because they want you to get better. They want the team to get better. So they will make it easier for you. Of course, if you're new, you're gonna be very shy, very timid, but that's gonna change with time.
Right now, you can see that Cignal is looking very comfortable in set number 4. That's a hit by Roslyn Doria.
Yeah, again, the middle. That be quick.
They really have a good set of middle blockers, no?
Yeah.
Cignal HD. 7-5 now in set 4. Ces Molina, by the way, has 18 points to her name already. Cayuna will go back to Rose, and she scores again.
Why not? Now they can sense that that's their advantage, the middles. So that's why Cayuna's been milking the middles.
And you always talk about this. If you activate the middles, life will be easier for the wingers. Ces Molina, the leading scorer of Cignal HD.
Ball is out.
That's a service error for her.
Kate Santiago being playful there, showing that she went to that receiving position, but she knew it was out.
It was a fake.
Yeah, fake.
8-6. Set was too high.
Hard to reach.
Even the
for
length
goal.
of Rose Tindoria was, not enough to reach that ball. Big shout out to Coach Mac, by the way, because her arena announcing, she also said that was hard to reach. On the setup by Jel as Vanny Gambler scores down the line.
And what you like about when you watch Vanny Gandler, you know she's a rookie, right? She doesn't get tired. It's like you just said it to her. She's always just ready to hit. Same power, same effort.
I think she's learning that from Ces Molina.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
9-7. Strong hit. Ball kept alive. A chance now for Louis Romero and company. Lazo goes to Kate, and she will score.
Right on the line.
You know, they always say it's harder to block a southpaw or a lefty. Kate Santiago is showing us how to do it and why people actually say it.
But why don't you break it down for us? Why is it harder to block a southpaw? Is it because it's a different angle or just the unconventional look of the attacker?
No. I mean, it is different because right arm, left arm, the spacing in itself is different. So if you're a blocker, normally you have certain timing from the middle. You're going to make it like one step, one hop to the right or to the left. And then you realize that the left is farther down. So it's a more of an effort for the normal blocker.
So that's actually a plus, no, if you have a lefty playing on the open side.
Yeah.
Nice point. Thank you for that, Marine. As now, the ball went outside in favor of Kate Santiago and company.
Farm Fresh grabs the lead.
Just like that. 10-9. Then again, we have seen a lot of back and forth in this game. Can they be consistent at this? That has been your question all game long. Battle at the net. There's the push. And it's in.
That was just smart. We see a lot of that, no? Now, just setting it over. That's so smart.
Riza just finding the corner. Lead extended for Farm Fresh as now Jelly Malabanan checks in for the first time. Cayuna goes to Ria. No defender there.
Well, still at it. Still milking the middles. Ria Meneses. How many points does she have right now?
Ria has 14.
Wow.
So she's tied with Vanny Gander as the second leading scorer of Cignal HD. Ball up by Kate. There's the set by Louis on to her middle blocker.
Cruz again with a slide. Signature. Teresa Cruz. Look at that.
I want to take this time to give shout-outs to the setters. We've seen 21 excellent sets from Louis Romero and 18 from Jel Cayuna.
The X Factors.
Right. Meneses scores again. She's up to 15 now.
If Cignal goes on to win, Ria Meneses is making a great case to becoming the player of the game.
Let's see if Vanny Gander has something to say about that. Here's Malabanan. Not the best of receives. Tubu will attack, and she scores.
And Farm Fresh leads at
She was,
13.
her timing wasn't there, but the follow-through was just on point.
Technical timeout. Shaya Adorador and Jasmine Nabor are patiently waiting at the side. We have RV as well, one of our beloved producers here in the PVL. Oh yeah, nahiya na bigla. Come on, RV, you deserve some screen time.
Smile, you're on candid camera.
Pulang-pula siya ngayon. But Shaya and Jasmine obviously are used to it. Now they're giving us some smiles. All right, so we go back to our action. It's Farm Fresh taking on Cignal HD. Cignal has the lead in terms of sets, but Farm Fresh, even though they trailed early in set number 4, they now have the advantage. What's the term that we use? Anchors away. Again, ladies and gentlemen, Farm Fresh and Cignal HD haven't gotten to a 5th set so far in our second All-Filipino conference. Not saying anything, let's just enjoy the action. Ball up by Nunag.
Yeah, but can you imagine if Farm Fresh can actually get this to 5 sets? You know, I mean, it's going to be something new, like you said, for them. And you never know. They can, again, come up with their first ever victory.
That's in 2 conferences.
Service for Cignal.
12 serving 13. Ria Meneses will do the honors. 15 points, 2 blocks to her name. Ball went to Kate Santiago. The setup to Trisha. Cayuna chases and sets. Ces Molina will score.
Oh boy, you have to mention Jel Cayuna chasing that. That ball was heading towards the net. She was still able to set it. Bump set, look at that.
19 points now for Ces Molina in this game. She is the top scorer for both squads. That's long from John Narit.
Yeah, she just found herself beneath that ball.
And we have a challenge on the block touch.
By Farm Fresh Foxies for a block touch. Challenge number 2, block touch, Farm Fresh.
Was there a block touch? Ooh! That's certainly very interesting, but the answer is no. I just had to tease everybody.
Your build-up, so I was looking at something. Your build-up was like, I thought it was successful. Ooh, the answer is no.
I had to get your attention, Rain. We need to focus on the game.
Okay.
14 serving 13. One more challenge left for Farm Fresh. That's an ace. And just like that, Cignal had just scored 4 straight points.
And Ria Meneses, I mean, look at that. She is on fire here. Oh,
That's outside.
that was a great set. That was actually a very well-designed play. It's just the execution of that quick set.
The Nomobile for Cams Avila on her first appearance in this game. It's now a 3-point advantage, just like that for Cignal HD. Chance ball now for the black shirts. Cayuna will go to the middle.
It's small.
This is a Cignal team we saw in set number 3.
Yes.
Right?
Again, the switch is there, and the switch happened in the technical timeout.
Yeah.
Meneses at the service line. Straight to Kay Lazo. Back set. Not the best of connections right there. And Gonzaga, was she able to get the check? Again with the smarts.
And she knew that. I mean, she was out of position. That's the best she can do. Brush it off the blockers. And as soon as she saw the ball, I saw the thumbs up sign. She knew she got the point.
Let's see the numbers now for Jovelyn Gonzaga. She has 12 points.
I mean, it's pretty balanced scoring for both teams, huh?
18 to 13. That's 7 straight points already for Cignal here in set number 4. Trisha Tubu to end the spell. Finally.
What effort. You know, that's what I can say about Cignal this entire match. Their effort in trying to keep that ball in play, you know, those shots right there.
It's now 14 serving 18. Pia Ildefonso. Sharp serve. Straight to Ses. Back to her. Santiago. Regalo. Ball kept alive. Chance ball for Cignal HD. Cayuna chooses the combination. Push. Ooh! Pia hit the ball, so that's still a point for Jovelyn Gonzaga.
It looked like it was going out.
It was.
But it's, you know, again, it's easier said than done when we comment that, oh, it looks like it's going out. If you're there in real time, and we always say when in doubt, get. You know, they try to put a hand in that.
You think Pia realized it at the last second?
Yeah.
That's why she made a mistake. That's why when in doubt, sabi mo nga,
get.
Iangat mo na lang. Joan Narit serving now. They're down by 4. Still manageable for the Foxies. Cayuna, quick again. Doria tried to score with a smile. There's the push. Gel, combination, recovery. Louis goes to Santiago. And here's Ses. Jelay Nunag tried to keep it alive to no avail.
Boy, again, a sharp hit by Santiago, but Jove Gonzaga, what a dig. But the ending is a block.
16 serving 19 and set number 4.
What can you say about the serves of Farm Fresh? Huh? Narit, Tagsip, you know, all these tall players, mean serves.
Ooh, miscue. That's gotta hurt.
Yeah. Because it wasn't the strongest of hits. Just enough top spin.
And they were building up some momentum already, no? To try to pull off a comeback. Now, Glodine Troncoso will be making her first appearance in this game as she subs in alongside Giselle C. Ces Molina will be serving.
Well, it's a 4-point game. It is a cushion already for Cignal, but Farm Fresh trying to step on the gas here.
Santiago, straight to Nunag. Giselle, back set. Oh! Naharangan ni Cruz, si Lazo.
Instant offense for Chai Troncoso.
Well, that's what you want to see coming off the bench, no?
But she's always been that way, you know? When she comes off the bench, it's like she always creates a huge impact for Cignal.
Wasn't there a conference where she started?
Yeah. She even made it to the national team.
There you go. Jeremy Malabanan will score from the open.
Well, it's a good mix of players for Cignal.
It's an 11-3 run for Coach Shaq de los Santos and company. That's why he's giving us a good smile at the sideline.
Smiles all around.
22 serving 16. Back set by Louis. On to Trisha. Ball kept alive. Giselle finding the corner. A thing of beauty.
A thing of beauty. And Giselle C. I mean, that's why she always has a job.
Oh, yeah.
Because she's just such a smart center.
And that was a really good push. Finding the best angle as it's now a block.
Yeah, Doria, one-on-one. Finally, she gets the better of Kate Santiago.
That's what she's known for. At some point, she even reached double figures at blocking in the PVL. It's a 13-3 run for Cignal HD. 8 match points. Ball up by Pia. Back set, Tubu breaks down the wall.
Yeah, still fighting. You know, that's what we can say about Trisha Tubu. But it's a long uphill climb for Farm Fresh.
Tubu will serve. Straight to Nunag. Giselle finds Jeremy. And that's it. The Cignal HD Spikers will win against the Farm Fresh Foxies in 4 sets. What a comeback that was. And a dominant fashion for the black shirts.
Again, we always say Cignal can play alongside the best, he can beat the best. But if sometimes they lapse into the errors and the energy level, but I mean, could rebound for Team Cignal.
All right, it's Cignal HD getting their 3rd victory of the conference. We'll take a short break. After that, we'll be wrapping this game up.
Why she hasn't messaged me?
I'm sure nagkaka-loko-loko na yan sa scheduling.
Ayoko rin mamulit eh.
Diba? Ako din eh.
Explanation mo dun sa opposite.
There you see the final score for Cignal HD versus Farm Fresh. Relive this game and all PVL games anytime, anywhere on the Pilipinas Live app. Available for Filipinos everywhere, all around the world. Download and subscribe now for 149 pesos only. As you can see, no, we only took 22 minutes to conclude set number 4. And you did have a bit of a challenge selecting the best player. Now let's find out who your selection was. Our best player is with Sam Corrales.
Kasama ko ngayon ang ating player of the game sa panalo ng Cignal HD Spikers. We have Riri Meneses for today. So unang-una, congratulations! Sobrang saya ng teammates mo that you are the player of the game. So Riri, pag-usapan natin ang laro. After set 2, paano kayo nakabawi at hindi kayo naging complacent?
Well, kasi sa training talaga, inaaral namin lahat talaga. As in, details by details. Kaya nung second set na natalo kami, syempre hindi kami papayag na umuwi kami talo. Kaya talaga nung third set, pumukpok din kami.
And of course, pag-usapan naman natin ang mga serves mo. Napaka-consistent mo today, especially in the end game. So, can you tell us what was going through your mind sa mga moments na yun, the crucial moments?
Serve kasi yung parang pinaka-lagi ako nagsa-struggle talaga. So, yung goal ko lang talaga this game na hindi ako mag-error, as in ipapasok ko lang. So, sobrang bonus lang sa akin kapag ka nag-miss-receive yung mga players and maka-ace.
Well, congrats talaga. Na-attract mo that service will be your best friend today. So, Riri, may mga gusto ko bang batiin, mga fans, family, and friends watching at home?
Thank you po sa lahat na sumusuporta sa Cignal, and binabati ko po lang yung mami ko, yung daddy ko, yung kapatid ko, and yung family ko na nasa Canada, and yung family ni Ses. Thank you.
And there you have it, our best player of the game, Riri Meneses.
Thank you, Sham. Okay, because Noringo had a bit of a hard time, that means we have to give shoutouts.
Yes.
Okay, let me give you the numbers. Angela Nunag had 12 digs and 11 excellent receptions, 18 excellent sets from Jel Cayuna, and the scorers, obviously, Ces Molina with 20 points, Jovelyn Gonzaga had 13 points, but you were about to give it to Vanny Gandler, who scored 14.
Yeah, I mean, it's a total team effort, obviously, but we chose Rhea Meneses because we saw that she stepped out of her comfort zone. You know, like when we talk about marketing, you think outside the box. I mean, she did that. She served well. she defended well, and she even scored well. So all-around game, and she really deserved, today she worked hard, she really deserved to get that distinction.
Well, I never thought that we'd be referencing marketing on our volleyball broadcast
Outside of the
ever in the PVL. Okay, up next we have the Jer Floor Defenders going up against the PLDT high-speed hitters here inside the Phil Sports Arena. So stay tuned for more of your PVL action. For Sam Corrales and Norilgo, my name is Mix Gomez, and thank you for joining us in our 2023 Premier Volleyball League second All-Filipino Conference.
Wait lang. Kinakabahan ako. Second conference na namin. Mas gusto lang nila na maging masaya yung training namin para mailabas namin kung ano yung passion namin sa paglalaro. Maniniwala na kami ngayon na kaya namin. Maniniwala lang kami sa isa't isa.